The United Way held their top business luncheon today to celebrate business groups who gave, volunteered, or contributed services to the 2025 campaign and kickoff of 2026. Campaign chair for 2026, Tanya Hobby, talked about the value of mental health initiatives.
One thing in the United Way that's very important to me is the mental health initiatives. And the United Way has really been active in our community over the past couple years with the support, with not only in the community, but also within schools, and rolling out new initiatives so that people get the support that they need and are aware of how mental health can impact both our schools, the adults, and our communities.
The campaign officially kicks off July 29th from noon to 1 at the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center, and their fundraising goal is $2,450,000. The United Way has also published a kindness booth book geared towards promoting kindness and empathy among students. We'll still